All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clash Mini. It's pretty self-explanatory. For those of y'all who don't know, Clash Mini is a game that at the time of this video is undergoing its beta development. It is an auto chess that is set in the Clash universe, except all the Clash people are like cute now, for lack of a better word. And, you spend the elixir to place units on the board and to upgrade them and stuff like that. And, yeah. And they just auto battle, like I said. This game, I'm going to go ahead and play a match. This game, as of right now, has not been fully released yet. There is a chance that this game may never be released. I hope that's not the case, because I do have fun playing this game for the most part, but there is a chance that this game may never see the light of day. So I placed down some of my troops, and then their base is going to go battle. The Dart Goblin, the ranged fighter that, attacks faster every time he lands a hit. This is the Skeleton King. He comes back to life when defeated for the first time, stuff like that. Yeah, and I lost my first match. Great. Yeah, Clash Mini is supposed to be an auto battler. Do I want to upgrade? Oh, whoa, great. I just screwed myself. Awesome. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I guess I want to share some of my thoughts on the game. The stuff I like about it, stuff I don't like about it, because yeah, there are plenty of things that are going around in my head that I want to say about this game. So I guess I can go ahead and start off with the positives of the game. I feel like the gameplay, despite it being random from time to time, on certain, scenarios, is really fun. Like, I remember when I played this game when it first came out, and I'll just play it for hours at a time. Like, literally, I'm sitting down, I'm at Starbucks drinking a coffee or whatever, and then I just have Clash Mini playing. Like, the game is really fun. I also like how, simple the stats of the game are. Simple in that, minis will deal 1 damage or 2 damage or 3 damage. And there's they have a single digit hit points or double digit hit points. Like, for example, Archer Queen has 7 hit points. Simple. Not 700, not 2400, not 1337. It's simple. It's simple and easy to keep up with, the stats and stuff. And me personally, I like numbers. I want to do all sorts of things with numbers, and I've been thinking about making informative graphs on the game and stuff like that, going over the stats and the numbers behind it, and even going as far as making a guide as to what minis can take down what minis in a 1v1 and stuff like that, and how much damage per second each mini can deal and all that stuff. Just be a huge math nerd for the stats of this game. But yeah, the stats are something that I really enjoy. I also it's simple, but it's complex at the same time. That's one of the reasons why Clash Royale, I feel blew up so well. One, because it had the Clash IP, but also just because of how, simple yet complex the game is. It's simple enough to where, new people won't be turned off at first glance, but complex enough to where veterans of the game can still, you know, play it and make all sorts of these, I guess, different, you know, deck archetypes, different, you know, decks in general and stuff like that. Like, easy to pick up, but hard to master. That's the best way I can describe it. I might lose here. I'm gonna lose here, because the monk is, yep, there we go. Yeah. What else do I like about it? I swear there's a lot more that I like to it. I just can't think of anything because I'm getting a serious brain fart right now. Ooh, the mechanics, the game mechanics. I really like how different minis have different game mechanics to where, like, each mini is separate in its own way. Like, some minis have abilities that activate at the start of the round. Some minis have supers, like the battle healer right here, that when they deal or take enough damage, they, you know, activate the super. I got so lucky right there. I did not deserve that. And also, you know, heroes too. Every hero in the game, as of right now, has a super. And it's pretty self-explanatory. When they take or deal enough damage, they use a special ability that may or may not change the game. Oh, I do not like that, but whatever. Speaking of stuff I don't like, let's talk about some of the things that I'm not much of a fan of. And that's going to be different from things that I think could be improved on. In the sense that the stuff I don't like are the stuff that that would genuinely make me not want to play the game. And one of the first things that I really don't like is how if you do an upgrade on a mini like a second before the round starts, like, the upgrade won't go through. I just find that to be super tedious and annoying. Another thing I don't like, and the reason why I'm not playing Clash Mini as much now, is that after a while, there's just not much to do. Like, you only have so many game modes you can play. There are only 2 game modes you can play right now, is Duel and Rumble. There's clan stuff that's added into the game as well, but I'm not in a clan. I could make one down the line, but I don't know. Like I said, there's a chance that this game might never even come out. Let's switch decks, sure. Oh, one thing I like, Royal Ghost. Royal Ghost is my favorite mini in the entire game. It's so fun. But anyway, another thing that I don't like is how, yeah, after a while, there's nothing else to really do. Like, I'm at a point to where all of my minis are maxed out. My heroes aren't maxed. It's gonna take a while to, you know, get them maxed, but my minis are completely maxed out, and in a sense, it feels like that there's not really much left to do in this game. Even though this game does have a trophy road and stuff, I just feel like some of the rewards that are in it doesn't make it worth playing and stuff. Someone slammed the door outside, it spooked me. Let's see. Might as well, I guess. I just threw stuff down there, not even thinking. Yeah. So there's a lack of variety and lack of endgame content and the delay at the beginning. Oh, and also, I did say at the beginning that this game is random at times. And I can understand some people can get frustrated because sometimes the game can get too random, if that makes sense. like, you're playing like a deck, and your opponent's playing like a similar deck with similar levels and stuff like that. And it's kind of it's in some cases it's kind of up to RNG on whether or not if it's like an even mirror match, it is completely up to RNG on what goes down, because you have no clue what your opponent is going to do going into the match. So you're like, well, do I attack? Do I defend? Do I do this? Do I do that? It's like you're unsure. And sometimes you can get unlucky and you lose the game because you didn't anticipate on your opponent doing something that you had literally no clue of them doing. So I feel like the game can be a little too random, and it's an issue that Clash Royale doesn't have, as opposed to Clash Mini. And the reason for this is simply because Clash Royale is a real-time game. It's a real-time strategy, right? So in a real-time strategy, of course, you're going to have, real-time input. And really, the only input that really goes on in this game is the input of you literally placing your minis down. How do you anticipate my archer going over there? That's really good, actually. I'm gonna lose the marcher spam. Ooh, I might win. Wait. Oh my gosh, I won. That is hilarious. Yeah, Clash Mini isn't real-time strategy. It's just put your units on the board and hope that it's good enough. Ooh, I can upgrade my monk. Awesome. Oh, I also like how these heroes have, like, different abilities. That when you upgrade them, like, when you reach a certain, like, level threshold, like level 4 and level 8, instead of them, getting an increase to their stats, as you see right here, you get an ability. Like, something that can completely change the game. And in some ways, I can see how some people don't like it, because it'll make, let's say, a level 3 monk and a level 4, or I don't know. Hold on, let's find a... Okay, there we go. A level 3 shield maiden, which doesn't have this ability, vastly different from a level 4 shield maiden with this ability. As far as stats go, as far as the numerical stats, they're the same. But because one's a level 4 and the other's a level 3, the level 4 will have this, which is, a huge advantage, as opposed to dealing, or attacking faster, or having a little more HP and stuff like that. Not to say that those aren't advantages, but, having a whole passive ability in comparison, You know what I mean? I think that's all the strong dislikes I have of the game. Which leads me into my final segment. What can be improved in the game? Like, what is stopping the game from going global? Which I'm sure many people have made a video of this by now, but I feel like it's important for me to share my thoughts on it too, as a beta tester of this game. I'm about to own this guy. Boom. One, I feel like there's stuff that you wouldn't know in the game unless, you're active in the community, which I feel like some things, they should be explained in-game. Like, for example, if you drag your mini, you can't upgrade them. You can't choose what upgrade they get. But if you tap on the board, you get to choose what upgrade. Okay, that was so lame. But if you tap your mini during the selection screen, you get to choose what upgrade they get. But that's not explained in game. that'll be confusing for new players because they'll be like, okay, since I only have, since I can only upgrade my mini by 1 star, I can only get this one upgrade, when in actuality, when you upgrade your mini by a star, you get to choose whatever upgrade you have unlocked. That was something I didn't know when I first started playing, but now I'm glad I know. Another thing, I feel like the graphics could use some work. I'm not going to say that it's bad. I feel like the graphics in this game is kind of better than the graphics of Brawl Stars when it was in beta, when all the character models looked like it came from a PlayStation 2 game. Like, I don't think they're like that bad, but I can look at the models, and not just the models, but the UI too. Some of the UI is like blurry for some reason, and it's distracting enough to bother me in a way. Like, this makes the game feel unfinished. Like, I know it's technically unfinished because, it's in beta, duh, but still. I feel like that's something, if Clash Mini were to go global, which, again, I hope it does, fingers crossed, but if Clash Mini were to go global, that's something that really needs to change, because first impressions mean everything. I don't need to tell y'all this. I don't need to tell Supercell this, because they know better than I do, because they have experience making these games, so they know a lot more about this stuff than I do. It's just my royal ghost. Oh no. It's not enough. Darn it. Like, yeah, if someone, downloads the game for the first time, they see the UI is just, a bunch of jumbled mess. Not saying that it's a jumbled mess, but let's just say, like, I don't, like, buttons are blurry. Like, not buttons. Icons are blurry. The in-game models look low-res. Kind of like how Brawl Stars' models were low-res when the game first went into beta. Like, that's gonna remove people. Oh no, I'm dead. That's gonna remove people from playing the game. It's gonna think, this game looks unfinished. Why do I want to play this? You know what I mean? First impressions matter. They matter hard, especially when you're measuring the metrics that Supercell is looking for when it comes to making the best game possible. Like, gotta keep in mind, Supercell is very strict on what games go out. They've made at least a couple dozen games before, but only 5 of them out of those couple dozen plus have been released, because the other ones, they may have been good games, and the majority of them were good games, but Supercell they don't release good games. They release great games. Games that, that people will talk about for years and stuff. Like Clash of Clans, for example. Clash of Clans, there's still so many people who play Clash of Clans. It's crazy. And, Clash of Clans, it's still kicking to this day. It still has a massive, following. And it's pretty much been, because of that, it's pretty much been engraved as one of Supercell's greatest games. In fact, Supercell's greatest game. As much as I love Brawl Stars, I have to admit, Clash of Clans is like Supercell's, like, magnum opus, in a way. Just because of how insane it was, and how, so many people know about it and stuff, that, I can't deny that Clash of Clans is just amazing, and because of what it did in the mobile gaming industry. I'm not playing well. Like, I'm talking more than thinking. It's weird, but yeah. So just some polish and stuff like that. Another thing is that sometimes the game can get boring to play. Not saying that Clash Mini is a boring game, but I feel like having only 2 game modes can get repetitive and it can just get boring. One of the reasons why I love Brawl Stars so much was, again, I keep talking about Brawl Stars, but one of the reasons I love that game so much is because there's a lot of variety in what can be played. Like, you have all these different game modes and all these different, challenges and stuff like that. Like, shoot, in the game, you can make your own levels. You can make your own maps in-game and play them. Like, there's so much to do in Brawl Stars, and I feel like in Clash Mini, there's not a lot to do here other than PvP duels, PvP Rumble, and PvP or PvE clan raids, which I haven't done yet. I've never done a clan raid before, so I'm not gonna speak too ill about clan raids, but yeah, I just feel like there should be more to do in this game. And also, going back to what I said earlier about the progression system being so easy and the lack of late game content, I feel like there should be more to, there should be more, to go for when it comes to progression. I gotta talk about Brawl Stars again. With Brawl Stars, not only do they have like a level system, which is similar to Clash Royale, but they also have, star powers and gadgets and stuff like that, stuff that'll shake up the game, make it feel new and enjoyable to play and progress in. And I feel like Clash Mini, even though they have abilities and stuff like that, and the star system to where, when you get enough, copies of a mini, you get stars for them. Like, that's cool, and it's pretty unique compared to other upgrade systems I've seen. But with that being said, it's too easy to get them all upgraded. Like, I feel like that's the only thing that's worth getting in, rewards boxes and stuff like that. Just mini fragments. That's pretty much it. I remember I would play quests exclusively to get mini fragments. And to add on to that, it's so easy to get them because you have a shop that can sell you, 60 different hero fragments a day? Like, it's nuts. Like, it's very generous, don't get me wrong, but for the amount of minis that are in the game, it's too easy. Like, it's too easy to get all of them because once you get them all, it's like, well, what next? Why should I play the game? I could climb in trophies, I could get to Legendary and unlock this Victory Shield Maiden skin. But as someone who cares more about having fun playing the game, like, a skin is nice and all, but it's not fun. Like, it doesn't scream excitement and stuff like that. Like, I want spells, I want buildings and stuff like that. Like, I want more action, for lack of a better word. It's just not a lot to do in this game. I feel like that's something that definitely could use, some improvement on. Just a little more variety, Even if it's something as simple as, like, modifiers and stuff like that. Changing the way matches can go. Even if it's something like that, dude. Like, it's new. Like, it's something new. And I don't think anyone will get upset for having new things to do in this game. Oh, and another thing. I don't know why, but I don't like how the arenas are, like, random. To where, like, if you get an arena that doesn't complement your comp or doesn't give it an advantage in any way, it ruins you and puts you at a disadvantage. I feel like the arena should be the same in Same as the ones in Clash Royale, to where when you reach a certain trophy threshold, you get a new arena and you play that arena specifically. I just don't like how you can play a game. You can play a game and then you're in a different arena, or make it like Brawl Stars, to where every day it's a new map and stuff like that. Like, I don't want these maps to be left up to chance, because what'll happen is that I play an Archer Queen deck, and it's this map to where units can literally launch to the other side of the map, and then I'm put at a disadvantage because my Archer Queen is just going to get deleted from this map's special gimmick. What else is there to say? That's pretty much it, I think. Other than some minor nitpicks that I can't think of from the top of my head, I think that's it. I don't know. I'm sorry this video is so all over the place. I am not by any means an orator. I can't speak for my life. Like, I'm pretty confident that I have a speech impediment, but I never got tested for it, so I'm not going to say that I do until I know for sure, but yeah. I just thought I wanted to show you guys a game that exists, and a game that will hopefully exist forever, and hopefully, a game that you guys can download and play by next year, because I'm pretty sure that it'll take a year, if not less than a year, for Supercell to either pull the plug on this game or release it globally for everyone. So, in fact, this game is approaching its year anniversary of beta, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So I wonder what they do with it. There's a big update that's coming along the way that's pretty much going to change the way the game, pretty much change the way you play the game, or at least progress in the game. So I'm interested to see what the team has. And let me know if y'all want to see more Clash Mini content. Again, it's not released yet. It's not released yet, unless you're living in like a Scandinavian country or a couple other countries, then this game's probably not released. I think it's only released in Scandinavian and Oceanic countries, I believe. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But, if you really want to play the game that bad, there is a way to bypass it and download it, depending on your device. But anyway, that's it. This is Clash Mini. I hope the game comes out. I hope the game goes global, because I have a lot of fun ideas that I want to do with this. New Brawl Stars video tomorrow. I've been pretty bad with uploads recently. I've just been busy. Like, I don't want y'all to think that I'm going to stop uploading and be dead. Like, I'm telling you, if I ever stop uploading to this channel, it'll be because I am super busy with something. And I am busy almost every day. So, yeah. Take care of each other and love each other. And peace.